Hey y'all, I am so sorry I'm behind on videos. Y'all, all I can say is that I've been super busy, but that's really not a valid excuse, because I know some of y'all worry that I ate too many crayons or may have fallen and hit my head. So I got Miss Beth on speed dial, so if I have a problem, I'll let her know and she can spread the word. So things have been but I have made very big progress over the weekend. Y'all know I've been sitting at home, not really doing anything, just staying in. And Hot Stuff is like, hey, do you want to go do something this weekend? And I was like, what you got in mind? He goes, you want to go to the fair and rodeo? I was like, yeah. I said, is there funnel cake involved? He goes, yes. And then our church friends joined us. And it was like the best time. I just soaked up that time. Not only with my husband, but with my church crew. And I just had a really good time. My body did fail me closer to 10 o'clock. My knees just couldn't go no more. But I've been doing really good since then. And so, pretty proud of myself. And then Sunday, went to church, and we went to lunch with our friends, and just had a really great weekend. I have been in a kind of, I've told okay, this is not the whole arena team. This is just a married couple that we hang with from the arena team at our church. And I said, they're struggling with ideas for advertising the arena events. They're struggling with a lot of getting the word out. And I was talking to them, and I said, that's kind of in my wheelhouse. I said, that is something I could take on. Because everybody is extremely busy. And so I was talking to them about it, and they're like, showing them ideas of, I can make logos and stuff really quick if I don't overthink it. And showed them some ideas, and they were like, this is good. And one of the elders from the church called the couple last talked to and said, I think she would be good for the team. I think she really would. She's got a lot of great ideas. So we have a meeting next week, and I'm going to bring some ideas to the table, see how that goes. We have a fall festival barrel race, and at the end of the month, and I've decided, do I have a sample? So I decided I'm going to do treat bags for the kids. Dollar store, look how cute those are, right? So but with them being $1.25, I may go ahead and get more, because that's 40. And we might actually have kids because there's candy involved. But we do have a pretty good turnout when we do barrel racing. So anyway, I'm going to do that for the kids. Then for the adults, I want to do a little card that tells our church name and when we have service, stuff like that. And I want to put different colors. They're going to come in different colors. The main gift is going to be this. I want to, this one was a little floppy and too big. So I went down a hook and did this one. This one's still floppy, but it's a lot tighter. And so I'm going to do those for the adults for their little treat and put the card with it. Because a lot of times we put on these events and the adults don't come to service. The children don't either. But we're not a church that has a lot of children. Because we don't have I don't want to say we don't have a children's program, but we kind of don't. We have children's church where they just all hang out in the back. So I really want to encourage more people to come to church. They're missing out on an amazing time. So I have that for the ideas. Then, because I'm going to get a table, because they're going to do vendor stuff. So that's going to be on my table on one side. Then on the other side, I found the cutest little pattern. I don't have it printed off. I can't go to the library right this second. But it is a free pattern, but I'm not going to show you all the details. Because I don't know. But it's going to be like that. It's going to have the cross on one side and plain on the other side. So I want to make those little mug rugs with some of my leftover fleece. And they're 10.5 by 8. So they're like an 8 by 10 picture, you know. So I'm going to do those for sale. I don't know a good price point for those. I really gonna have to look that up. Because a part of me says $8 or 2 for $15. And I think that seems like an okay. But I don't know. So anyway, yeah. And I'm gonna get some more Dollar Tree stuff for decorating my table or something. Kind of go from there. I don't have a table cover though, and I don't really want to buy a table cover. So I'm just probably gonna get something. I don't know. They say twin fitted sheets work really well on tables, but I want to make sure the table's fully covered. I guess. I don't know. Part of me wants to get a table cover with my logo on it. And, because I'm going to order new cards. But I don't really do events. But our church does some really cool stuff for vendors and stuff. So, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I've got going on. I got the Eula Fire Department fundraiser quilt done. And yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, other than that, Friday, I got to tell you this story, and then I'm going to hush because I got to go to work. Friday, it was earlier in the week, Hot Stuff was like, hey, why don't you go have a pamper day? I said, honey, I can't afford that. Mind you, we live across the street from a nail place. I said, it's $50 a set. It's stupid. And I needed to get my hair done, shaved and everything, and the ends cut. And he's like, well, you go sometimes to the school to get the hair done. Do they do nails? I was like, that's genius. So I looked into it. Haircuts were $6 with a free shampoo, and nails were $15. I was like, okay, you know, let's do this. These students have to learn somewhere. In my case was a very particular case because my nail beds were so thin from wearing acrylics for so long and nail bitten. So that was going to be interesting. So I got my nail appointment. And now let me tell you straight up, this thing took like 2.5 hours. But I didn't care. Because they're students, you know. I was very blessed with the lady I got. She was the sweetest soul. She's just so sweet. And we got to talking. She was born and raised in Poland. And was living in England. She was a nail tech in England. But when you come to America and Texas, you got to start all over, which is I understand. I understand, okay. But I think they should do a fast track on them or something. You know what I don't know. But I told her, I said, just want the tips, acrylic tips, and call it a day. She goes, well, I don't do acrylic. And I was like, uh-oh. She goes, I'm allergic to the acrylic. She goes, have you ever had gel? And I said, no, I have not tried gel. Because gel's expensive. Gel is expensive. She goes, do you trust me to do this? And I said, you know what? They're nails. If we don't do it right, I mean, if they don't come out right, we can take them off and soak them off. She goes, yeah. She goes, but you're going to feel better about yourself. She goes, once you see that your nails are done, I love doing this because the people that come in like you just feel so beautiful and amazing when they're done. And I was like, oh, let's do this. And she warned me it's going to take a hot minute. And I said, I have nothing but time. And so anyway, she just said, I don't do tips either. And I was like, well, she goes, hang on, we'll get there. And I was like, all right. You know, I'm not going to fuss. I'm the chillest customer you'll ever have. I'm like, whatever. If it gets the job done, let's do it. So she went and got medical tape. And her instructors were like, uh-oh, what is she, you know. Thankfully, her instructor was the lady that did my toes in Clyde. So I was like, Betsy, if you trust her, I trust her. Anyway, so she got medical tape. Now, mind you, this whole process I have never seen done in Texas. Never. And they turned out amazing. But what she did is, because when you bite your nails, the skin comes up, right? So what she did is taped down that skin so it'd be an even playing field. She goes, and I said, that's genius. Nobody's ever done that. She goes, because you got to know what you're doing. She goes, if you don't pull that skin down, your nails are not going to sit right. And I was like, that's cool. So she pulled the skin down. And then she got out the old school forms to sculpt the nails. If y'all are lost at this point, that's okay. I'll get there. And I was like, how is this going to work? Because I don't have nails. She said, that's why I tape them down. You know, because I was learning. That's why I was asking questions, because I wanted to know how this worked. I was fascinated. So she taped the tape down. She edged the forms straight up to my nail bed where my nail was. And then she sculpted them out with the sculpt gel stuff. I don't know what it's called, but it still hardens, you know. And she told her instructor. Her instructor's like, I don't know how we're going to do this one. She goes, I'm going to sculpt them. And her instructor's like, what? There's nothing to sculpt. And anyway, so by the time she got them all sculpted and showed her instructor, she's like, whoa. And I was impressed. I'd never seen the way she did nails. Never. I think they're onto something in England. Maybe she needs to be the instructor. Really, I'm serious. And so she buffed them. She didn't use heavy-handed drills. I mean, she'd use some drill, just a little bit, but it had a more finer head. It wasn't these clunky ones by the Oriental people use. And just a little bit of filing, and they were beautiful. They came out clear. And I was like, oh, I kind of wanted turquoise or something, but okay. She goes, now we put the color on. And I was like, oh, okay. She goes, what do you want? What color are you thinking? And I told her, I want turquoise. But every time I asked for turquoise across the street, they gave me baby blue, which I'm not a fan of. She goes, I got the one perfect for you. So she put the gel on there and put them in the baker and baked them. And y'all, look, aren't those gorgeous? She said they gotta be short length while your nails are growing, or they're just going to pop off. And I like this length. I usually get them just a tiny bit longer, but this is perfect. I mean, really, she did an amazing job. And I don't know where she's going to go, if she's going to ever shop, if she's going to work for somebody. I don't know. But I do know where, as long as I can see her at the school, I'm going to. Absolutely amazing. Like the other ladies around her that were trying to learn nails and stuff were asking her questions. She was so knowledgeable. And she really showed what a train wreck the Oriental people are doing. They're not doing proper stuff at all. And it took a long time, but you know what? They turned out amazing. And I feel they feel sturdy, really sturdy. And I think that's because there's not glue involved. Like, there's not, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But I feel so good. I really do. I've been on this journey of trying to self-love a lot better in life. And he's really helped me. He has helped me big time. And I feel good. I feel like, I may still be a huge lady, but I feel better about myself. And that's true love right there. When they can encourage you to love yourself like they see you. So, really great. Really great. So I got to get to work. I got a lot of stuff to get to made. So if I don't see you this week, that is why. I will try to catch you Friday, because I had an appointment this morning. I got an appointment tomorrow, and then I go see a new GI doctor on Thursday. So it is full of appointments. We got to get this stuff nailed in the butt, because it ain't good. What else was I gonna say? I think that's it. I love you guys, and I wish y'all the very best day and week, and hopefully I'll catch up with you on Friday. Bye, y'all.